We're back for another episode of Healthy, Thriving Family After Divorce. Stephanie Dobson joining us once again this week. Stephanie is a lawyer and mediator at Henke Divorce Law and Mediation here in Lloydminster. And Stephanie, next week is Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is tough for a lot of people anyways, but particularly if you are going through separation or divorce. So let's talk about what your advice would be for couples who are dealing with that and with Valentine's Day coming up.
Well, let's broaden our idea of Valentine's Day because there's so many ways to celebrate the day of love without feeling like you're missing out. So anticipating today's episode, I did a bit of digging and found that there's actually a number of days leading up to February 14th that people can celebrate. So let's start with today. Did you know that February 9th is actually called Chocolate Day?
Well, there you
go.
So
do you have any friends or family, who might want to indulge in some chocolate with you today? I'm sure you do. So that's one way to celebrate. There's also another one called International Hug Day. So there's a debate online as to what day this actually is. Some say January 21st of every year, and some say February 12th. So for today's purposes, let's call it February 12th. And in our 6 feet apart world that we're just hopefully at the tail end of, what could make the difference besides a hug to someone who really is feeling down about this upcoming love day? Two more. One is called February 13th is called Galentine's Day. So this originated actually from an American TV comedy show called Parks and Recreation, and it's grown into a worldwide celebration of friendships. So on this TV show, the main character invited her friends for brunch, and they had waffles and celebrated love of friendships. So if you happen to get to February 14th and you figure, I really want to celebrate on this day and I'm feeling really down, you may want to figure who's in your world that could celebrate love with you. So there's friends, there's family, children, and most importantly, love of oneself. So even if you're alone, think of 3 things that you could do that would really bring you joy. Watching your favorite movie, favorite meal, baking, eating chocolate, whether it's today or on, the day of love. Just broaden the definition of Valentine's Day.
And if you have friends or family, Stephanie, that are going through divorce and separation, and obviously, Valentine's Day is coming, what are some things that you can do to help lift them up and maybe get them out of the funk that they might be thinking about because of this day coming up?
Well, be a good friend. Make them feel special, like the special person that they are. So maybe consider 3 things that might bring them joy. So you know them very well. Do they like chocolate? Do they like a certain restaurant? You get them a takeout meal, or even have flowers delivered to them. Flower delivery doesn't have to be from a significant other. It makes you smile, whoever you receive flowers from. Or what if you spent quality time together? Do you want to go over on Valentine's Day itself and watch a movie with them? Think of whatever they're missing out on and help them to fill that void.
And what about with kids? Especially when they get to the teenage years, sometimes kids are going through their own stuff on Valentine's Day. But if there are kids, what's the importance of kind of helping them and the parents get through some of the things that are happening on Valentine's Day?
Well, especially with younger kids, some families have developed their own Valentine's Day traditions within their own family unit. So maybe you give cards to one another, you give little mementos, you buy some chocolate, or you have a special meal. I've always said in past episodes, try as hard as possible to keep some consistency and routine for children and to keep some of those traditions. So if that helps them to feel normal, keep that up. On the other hand, of course, as you mentioned, kids mature so quickly. So maybe what they've wanted to do in the past years may not be what they wanted to do this year. Last year, I was buying Valentine's Day cards at the drugstore for all 3 of my kids, and this year, only 2 of them want to do it. Now, on the parenting schedule, you may or may not have your kids this year for Valentine's Day itself. So if you're not with them, you may want to think of some ways to celebrate with them, even though you're not there. So maybe arrange to drop off a care package or to send them with a care package to the other parent's home before they leave, or even a video chat with the kiddos. Whatever you can do to make your kids feel special on that day is perfect.
All right, Stephanie, well, thank you so much for chatting with us, and we'll be back again next week with more ideas on how to get through separation and divorce.
You betcha. Thanks.